guys, so this is basically the shaping room. I'll just kind of go quickly through why it's set up the way it is. You'll notice right off the bat that the walls are all black. In some shaping rooms they'll be dark blue, some are dark green. I prefer black just because it's the sharpest contrast, and the reason that is because one, you don't want light bouncing around too much. We rely heavily on shadows and contrast between the white foam and the dark walls. So that's, in a nutshell, why the walls are black. That again is also related to the lights and why they're put right here. They're set up so that they cast light this way and nowhere else. And again, that's all to do with casting shadows and using that to really see the different contours of a surfboard as it's being shaped. But what I did want to show you, first of all, is kind of what a blank even looks like. A lot of people haven't really had the chance to see what a surfboard blank and how a surfboard looks before it's even been started. So there's two different types of blanks that we use here at Walker. The first one being a polyurethane blank, and that's what this is. And essentially, it kind of looks like a surfboard. You know, it's got somewhat of a look of an outline and the actual rocker itself. We order tons of different blanks of different sizes, so we'll have any the type of board that we want to use or want to have finished out of it. So this board is pretty standard. It's a 6/8, and we would use this for any board from like 6/0 to even up to 6/4, like a short board basically. And what this has in it, of course, is a wood stringer that gives the blank, the foam itself, rigidity, and also creates a center line for us to build a surfboard around. So we would use this both for 100% hand shaping, which we can use the templates for and draw an outline on and cut it out by hand, and then use the tools to hand shape the surfboard. But it also has these extra little tabs off the end here that are used to clamp onto the machine, and that's how it's actually been cut too. So whether we're doing 100% hand shape or using our CAD system, we would be using this blank. So that's how we start. Like I showed you on the computer there with our CAD system, I control about 90% of the shaping process on screen. And what happens is when that board comes off, or rather when that blank comes off the CAD machine, it ends up looking something like this. And basically you can see it, obviously a huge amount of work has been done on the machine, and this is what the shaper will start with in the shaping room. So the outline itself, the deck curve, the bottom contours, the rocker, everything is basically set. Now that's just requires about 20 to 30 minutes of hand shaping, which we'll just really fine tune. Obviously there's some small ridges here that will be cleaned up, and you'll get you know, a really fine tuned surfboard out of it. So this is really a cool thing in the shaping world is, you know, we start off with a lot less grunt work involved. So we can make more board per day and have them be a lot higher quality, or as far as accuracy is concerned. The finished product of what that blank would look like is this. You can see now it's got a lot more of a refined look to it. Everything's set up, and basically we would take this and go straight to glassing like this. And we use different varying degrees of sandpaper and things like that, and get it down to this. And obviously there's some years of experience that are required to make it happen, but that in a nutshell is kind of the process of changing the blank into a usable surfboard.